A very good morning to my dear children. Welcome back for our history video. In the last videos, we have started with chapter number 13, that is Life of the People in Maharashtra. If you just review back what we have studied in the three videos that were been sent related to this chapter was the social condition of people living in medieval period, standard of living, celebrations of festivals, its importance, significance, entertainment, sports, education, travels and communication. Even we have studied about the sculpture, the paintings, and the architectural work during that period. We have seen different types of vadas at different places and its architecture work and how these vadas were built. That means its construction. Even we have studied about the condition of women during medieval period, that how their life was being neglected by society and they were treated unequal in society. We have studied about different temples and its importance, why these temples are there. Now today we're going to see some more points in this same chapter. So in this part of the video we are going to cover about the paintings during the Maratha period, or we can see during the medieval period, literature, that is the writing work, metal idols, sculpture, and the drama as an entertainment part or sending a social message in the society. So let's continue with the explanation. So beginning with the first point is painting. Now paintings are the just replica of anything we could say, maybe depending on the social life or any of the conditions that are present in the society. It is the best way to give any kind of message to people living in the society. Now, during that time, also paintings were given emphasis. And if you see the paintings that is present on the walls of Shaniwar Wada are the most important ones during the time of Peshwa period. Few painters such as Raghoji, Tanaji, Anuprao, Shivram, Mankoji were some of the eminent painters during the Peshwa period. And one of the famous painter, that is Gangaram Tambat, was famous at the time of Savai Peshwa Madhavrao. So he was a renowned painter during his time and had done many paintings in the kingdom and many of the vadas. Now the Peshwas had always encouraged paintings. They liked to have paintings in their vadas. So we can see this with the examples that are given in Vadas, such as the Vadas present in Pune, Satara, Melwali, Nasik, Chandwad, and Nipani. These are the regions where Peshwas had maintained their Vadas, and in these Vadas they were having paintings either on the walls, on the doors, on the windows. The paintings that were presented in Vadas, along with that, the Peshwas had paintings in temples also. So few temples that is present in Pune, we can see the paintings that were been carved during the time of Peshwa period. So these temples are in Pune. So they are Pandeshwar, then Morgaon, Pal, Benwadi, Pashan. These are the places, and in these places temples are made and these temples are having the paintings on the walls. So this means what? That the Peshwas had given significant importance to the paintings. Now only we have discussed that what does the paintings signifies, that it gives a kind of valuable or moral message to the society, and with each painting some or the other message is being shared. Now these paintings that were being done during the time of Peshwa periods, not only in the Vadas but also in the temples, so each paintings were having its significance. So the theme of the paintings were such as Dashavatar, then Ganpati, Shankar, Ram Panchayatana. Mythological stories were also given emphasis on, such as Ramayana and Mahabharata. And it also laid emphasis on festivals and so on. That means paintings included the celebrations of different festivals. Along with that, the paintings of gods and goddesses were also given emphasis during the Peshwa period. At Jamod in Vidarbha is in Gujarat, so Jain Charitra paintings adorn the Jain temple. Now, a kind of paintings that were found in the Jain temple, and few illustration, few examples are also given. Now, these examples that are given in the mythological books such as Pothis are there, or miniatures means small objects, a small replica of a big thing. So portraits, paintings, and different scenes that are given in the books that are also painted on the walls. So what when we listen to these things, these examples, or whatever things are there which are drawn in the form of paintings, each painting tells us about the belief and worshipping God. Along with that, few paintings tells about the past instances that took place, and a message has been forwarded to society through these paintings. Now also, if you might have seen any of the exhibitions that has been conducted in the form of paintings, you come to know that each painting will tell you some or the other message if you understand from the point of view of a artist. So, even during that period, each painting was having its own importance, and a message was being shared by each painting. Now, in the previous video, also we have studied about sculptures. Now, that sculptures were related to the temple, certain places such as ghats were there, even vadas were there, and how they were built. What all things were being included at such places which beautifies the place. So, now again we are going to study about the sculpture, and these sculptures are a kind of message of meetings that were being conducted. So with these sculptures, or we can say with these paintings, these gives us a message about a certain common meeting that was being conducted. So here one of the example is given about the sculpture that includes the meeting between Malama Desai and Shivaji Maharaj at the time of his Karnataka campaign. So this signifies a message of a meeting that was conducted between both of them, and that was a meeting which tells us about the campaign that was been done by Shivaji Maharaj in Karnataka. Even we can see a beautiful sculpture at Bhuleshwar temple, and it includes the sculptures of individuals as well as animals such as elephant, peacock, and monkey. Some more examples are given here about different sculptures that were being done during the time of Peshwai period, or we can say Maratha period. So the sculpture that is present in the Toke temple, and the idols within that temple, that means the statues that are present in that temples, you can see not only on the wall, but the architectural work that is done outside the temples also were having certain idols. So that was sculptures were carved so beautifully. Then one more example is given about the Trishul Ganpati temple in Pune. You can see the idol of Ganpati. Even the memorial to Punyashlok Ahilyabai Holkar that is present in Madhya Pradesh. So beautifully carved it is. Then the sculptures at Mohini Raj temple at Nivase. So whatever sculptures that are present outside the temple as well as inside the temples, what importance it was during that time, it shows with the carving. We come to know that each and everything was given importance, right from the social life belonging to each and everything was so perfectly done that it signifies the importance of that period, right from the dressing style, food, entertainment, painting, sculptures, likes, things, and dislikes. Each and everything was given emphasis on. The idols, again the idols that are the statues. During the time of Peshwa period, metal idols were given more emphasis. So especially during the time of Peshwas, the metal idols of Parvati and Ganpati were set up in the Parvati temple for the purpose of puja. At present also at many homes you can see there are idols, metal idols, and they have been used during the special occasions to do puja or to do any kind of ceremony. So at that time also metal idols were given more emphasis, as along with that wooden sculptures were also given preference. Moving on to the next point is literature. If you remember, in the first chapter of history, we have studied about sources of history. In that, we have studied about three different sources, such as written, material, and oral. So, literature, if you remember, it is a kind of a written source. So, that time also some important literary work was being done. So, it includes composition of sons, different sons. Even we have seen this chapter, that is the sons in Maharashtra before the time of Shivaji Maharaj. So, we come to know that their compositions, their writing work was prevalent, and it was a kind of thing to bring social awareness in the society related to equality, related to caste equality. There should not be any kind of differentiation in the society. Education should be given importance. The way to worship God is equal in all the religions should be treated equally. So such messages we have seen that are given by saints. Now it also includes mythological narratives, and that is tika literature. Then there are ovis, these are the poetic language. Abhangas are there, shloks are there, then treatises, narratives, poems, biographies, artis of certain deities, povadas, bakhas, historical letters, etc. Means these all things are included in the written source, and being a part or during the time of Peshwai period, this was also given importance, and it was being used as a purpose of sending message to the society. Moving on to the next point is drama. Now, what is drama? We hear this word now and then. Plays, dramas are presented. Now, drama is a kind of fictional representation, and this representation could be in the form of a dialogue, we can say in the form of a conversation. Sometimes they are shown in theaters, it is presented in the form of a short documentary film, or it could be presented in the form of sending a message to the community, maybe on television, or sometime it is live, sometime it is presented on radio as well in the form of audio. Now these different mediums are used to send a message to the community. Sometimes it is being used in the form of entertainment purpose, and sometimes it is used in the form of sharing a message to the community regarding any of the moral ethical values. So, depending on the situation, these things are presented. Now, these dramas are either in the form of a poetic language, or sometimes it is a normal conversation. So, during that time in Tanjavur, that is in south, Marathi plays were emerged. That was in near about the 17th century. Along with this, Sarfoji Raje had given importance to this form of art. That is, drama was given importance. Now, in dramas, it included different songs, musical background, that is, music was given, and along with music, dance were also given important. So, these were the prominent part of these plays. To make it a bit more energetic and enthusiastic for the audience, these things were being included in dramas. So, it was either a kind of entertainment, or sometimes a social messenger. Now, so far, we reviewed the medieval period of history and the rise and expansion of Maratha power, that how it had spread in different parts of India. And along with that, so many enemies came in this path, that is the establishment of Swaraj. But each and every Maratha warrior had tried to fight against these enemies and to win the battle. But due to some circumstances, the situation may be opposite, but still they did not lose hope. Many had sacrificed their life for this establishment so that the future can breathe in a fresh air. And that is the result of it, that we are having freedom. And we should not forget the contribution of the great warriors who had sacrificed their life, and their contribution is remarkable in Indian history. That is why we can breathe in fresh air, and we should preserve this cultural heritage that is given by our ancestors to us, so that the coming future generation could also understand the sacrifices of their ancestors and why we are free, why we enjoy this freedom. We should understand its importance not only on the national days but in each and every moment of our life. That is why there are selective days where we can remember them. But is it only for these selective days we should remember them? No, their contribution is noteworthy, and accordingly we should pay homage. We should honor their contribution towards the Indian history. Now this year you have studied about medieval period. So in the coming year, that is in the next academic year, you're going to study about the modern period of Indian history. So how it was in the modern period. So my dear children, in this part of the video, we have studied about the sculptures, metal idols, literature, drama, paintings, how these things were given emphasis during the Peshwa period. And each thing played an important part in the Maratha times. So along with the war, these all things also were important and they were given emphasis on. Now, this is the end of our video. That means we have completed all the chapters that were there in this academic year, in history as well as in civics. Keep reading the chapters. This will help you to increase your vocabulary. Along with that, it will also increase your explanation. That means whatever explanation is done verbally, once you read it, you will understand the things in a better way. So here I end up with a video, and we'll be meeting in the next academic year with the new video. Thank you children. Take care. Bye bye. Stay safe and stay healthy.